Hi, welcome to Knigg's Corner. I'm Jerry. I'm your host. And another Red Sox win, four in a row. 8-1 over the White Sox last night. Peyton Tolley was terrific, pitched six shutout innings to raise his record to 5-6. Offense was pretty good. Anthony Ziegler had a hit. Brett's batting average up to 298. I'm a big fan. He's played good offense, good defense. Couldn't have asked for more, substituting for Nick Sokart, who was substituting for Trevor Story, who was substituting for Meyer. So, I mean, the Red Sox depth in their organization has really paid off in that regard. Rafaela had two hits and a homer. Contreras had two hits with two RBIs. Durant had two hits, gets his batting average over the Mendoza line. Monasterio had two hits and a homer. Wong had a hit, raising his batting average to 294. Yasu had a few walks and a sacrifice. So terrific. That's the good stuff. The bad stuff. Can't bring Columbi into the game when it counts. He has no control. He's got a 4-0 lead. He walks the first guy. Now, they got a couple of cheap hits after there, a blooper to left and then an infield squiggler to first. But still, I mean, walking the first guy, and he's behind every hitter. And then the only out he got was drilled, and Contreras made a nice stop, got the force out at second base. After that, it was clear sailing because Slayton came in and got two big strikeouts. He's very reliable. Whitlock, who's been just fantastic as of late, and he gets people out with very few pitches. They had Chapman warming up, but they didn't need him. They brought in Watson when they got 4 runs in the top of the ninth to put the game away and make it an 8-1 rout for them. Tonight, they're facing a tough pitcher for the White Sox. He's 9-3. The Red Sox will counter with Jake Bennett, who's 3-3, but pitching very well. So it'll be interesting to see what he can give the Sox tonight. So those are the good news. They also moved ahead of a few teams in the wild card hunt. They moved ahead of Baltimore, and I think they moved ahead of the A's as well. So if they keep plugging, they're now uh, 5-2, I think. Yeah, 5-2 of this stretch where I thought they had to go at least 8-4. So 3-2 from here gets it done. Now they'll probably play some of those games without Contreras. But they do have the hapless Mets coming up in New York. So we'll see what they can do even without Contreras in that series. The Mets gave up 16 runs to the Kansas City Royals last night, who I don't believe Contreras also plays for. So they should be able to score some runs. Some good news. The ABS has shown what umpires are good and what umpires are lacking behind the plate. And the MLB has offered early retirement that has been accepted by 7 different umpires. And I'll tell you who they are. And they're all below average when it comes to the ABS. So whether that has something to do with it or not, I don't know. But I suspect it did. The name of the umpires are not going to surprise anybody. C.B. Buckner at the top of the list. Laz Diaz, another. Brian Honora, Lance Barksdale, Marvin Hudson, Tony Randazzo, and Andy Fletcher. They won't be missed. They're not very good. Probably nice guys, but not very good at all. So that's covers that. The Athletic had recently an interesting piece about what organizations were the best to work for, what organizations were the worst to work for players in the major leagues. And it's not just about salary; it's about a lot of other things. And the worst to work for was Colorado. The best to work for were the Dodgers. They have 2 planes they fly to every place they go. One is for their team, and the other is for their administration. So that shows you, and they treat the families exceptionally well. And that's stuff like, do they have daycare and things like that. The Yankees finished second. And it's one of the things that was really raved about with the Yankees is the food they offered the players. Red Sox did fairly well. They did not have one negative vote for the worst, and they finished, I think, 10th among the favorites. So not terrible. So that's basically where they are. Once again, a big game tonight for the Sox. Hopefully they can put together another good game. This is against the tough pitcher, And tomorrow, I believe the game is in the afternoon, which we'll talk more about then. So that's the story. They won 8-1. This is Knig's Corner. Once again, give us a like, give us a subscribe. And if you like, leave a comment. We love those. We've gotten a few. We'd like more. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Go Sox.